With James Butler out of Texas, one of the top handlers in the nation, back here at the MSSA National Finals. James, you're back again. Tell us what you love most about this National Finals event here in Afton.
You know, it's just what you said. It's an event. It's a full-flown. I mean, it's not like any other dog competition I've ever been to. There's so many different things going on, and 3 and 4 different fields running at the same time. You stay busy all day long. It's good for the kids. It's just a full-blown event. It's not just a dog trial.
How many dogs have you brought to this event this year?
You know, I brought 6 with me, and between me and my wife, we run them all as many times as we could.
What is the training like for you guys leading up to this event with your dogs?
You know, we work really hard getting ready for it. You have to. If not, with this sport, you get what you put in. And if you don't work hard with your dogs, these guys will show it to you out there on the field. I promise.
Absolutely. For someone that's just getting into this, maybe it's their first year or they're new to it, what advice do you have?
You know, talk to everybody. Everybody's really friendly and will help you. Just approach them. You know, sometimes it's hard to approach people, but most anybody with a dog, talk to them about the dogs, and they'll help you. I've never asked anybody for help that didn't help.
James Butler, MSSA National Finals in Afton. Steve White with the Mountain State Stock Dog Association National Finals. Steve, tell us about the livestock. Where do you get these animals?
So the cattle came right from my house. We started about 3 weeks ago getting them ready to come over here, getting them broke and ready and used to trials and dogs. We ended up bringing the best that we had over here for the handlers, and the sheep, we actually loaded them at my friend's ranch down in Utah right off the mountain. Their range ewes came right off the mountain from Roach Ranches down there in Tremont, Utah.
That's Director of the Mountain State Stock Dog Association, Steve White, at the National Finals. Here was Stockton White, 14-year-old Stockton White, back-to-back reserve national champ in the intermediate sheep class. Stockton, congratulations. Tell us what was working for you this week to get that another reserve champ.
Well, dogs worked good, sheep were good, and everything panned out perfectly. Ran good.
Awesome. So this second year you're reserve champ. How's that feel for you? Just 14 to be competing at that level.
Oh, it feels good. It feels good.
Of course, you guys, it's a lifestyle for the Whites, right? So what you do in the arena is probably cake to what it's like actually out in the fields, right?
Yeah, we do a lot.
Tell us about your dog.
This is Rose. She's 5, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 5 out of some dogs that are actually competing here today, and full sibs to some of them, and yeah.
Very cool. And how long have you been working with Rose?
Oh, a couple years, but this is like my first year really trialing her hard. She's always been my dad's dog that he's always shown, but I've started showing her. She works good for me. So,
what do you love most about competing in this event?
I'm too competitive. I just love the competition.
Nice. Again, that's Stockton White, your 2024 Reserve National Champ in Intermediate Sheep with MSSA. Here with Ellie, a competitor and an official announcer for our live commentator. That's right, commentator for our live video broadcast. Ellie, you just finished the Old Timers round, is what they're calling it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is a new event this year, I guess. Tell us about it.
You know, it's a fun event. Steve put it together just for the entertainment value, I think, you know, and it's fun, low pressure. You know, we get in there and we have 60, 70 competitors, and our heart's pumping. This is fun. This is just fun.
Excellent. Now, you're, of course, for the old timers, you're up on a horse. Normally, you're down on your feet. Strategy-wise, what's different when you're up on a horse?
You know, the horse can help us a little bit, help us push. You know, if you noticed in this competition here, Steve's allowed us to ride through the obstacles, where in the other ones we can't walk through the obstacles, so that gives us an opportunity if you want to hustle your cattle a little bit. You know, I don't know if there's much for strategy. You just kind of watch the cattle and push them where they've got to go. Hope you're in the right place and the dog's in the right place. I missed one out here. It probably cost me the win, but, you know, you never know.
You've been a long-time participant of this event with Steve and the MSSA. Tell us why you keep coming back and why you like this event.
Well, I'll tell you what. Steve gave us an honor here last year. Kathy and I are the only people who have been here every single finals since they started in Grace, Idaho. We met Steve a few years before that. We've become good friends. the camaraderie in here is just fabulous. If you can see through the day, everybody's cheering for everybody else. You know, all I want to do is go out and do the best I can. I'm very happy when my dog does the best she can. Nobody else has control over that except me. I can't control the other competitors. I want them to do the best they can. I want our dogs to work good. Best man wins. He who makes the least mistakes is going to rise to the top. You know, it's all fun.
Excellent. That's the official commentator for the live video broadcast here for the Mountain State Stock Dog Association National Finals out of California. Elliot, thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you, guys.
Now checking in with the most experienced contestants here at the Mountain State Stock Dog Association Finals. Up on the horse, getting ready for her competition in what's being called the Old Timers round. And Barbara from California, you look great up there, 80 years young. Tell us what motivates you to keep coming out here and participating.
You just got to do it, you know, or I just don't want to sit in my rocking chair and wish I did it. I want to just get out there and do it while I still can, you know.
Tell us the lifestyle that this competition encapsulates for people like yourself that have been in this kind of work for a lifetime.
I used to do the cutting, and then I love the dogs, and I love the cattle, and all the people. The people are wonderful here. I'm not our friends. It's all about the friends mostly, and dogs and cows and the horses. So that's what keeps me going.
Well, Barbara, wish you the very best of luck on your run tonight, run today. What are you going to take away from this week's event at the Stock Dog Finals?
Oh gosh, I've never been to Wyoming. It's absolutely beautiful. I'd love to live here, but we're kind of stuck in California.
At 80 years young, that's Barbara just getting ready to compete in the Old Timers. Barbara, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. Thanks, Rocky. Thanks, Cooper. You too, Toby and Jody and Daisy and Sadie and Gracie. Your loyalty means everything to us, which is why we perfected the recipes behind our food and included special support for mobility and immunity. Find premium nutrition near you at nutrinaworld.com/loyallife. Nutrina, what's inside counts.
With Brianna Henderson, one of the stock dog handlers here, and a great run just now, Brianna from Logan. The last run that you just had, as of this interview, put you in first place in this class. Tell us how things went.
Well, you know, she ran really well. She was smooth, and she listened to her steadies, and that's a really good thing for her because she's very pushy, you know, usually. So I was really happy with her, and just kind of got a good group of sheep, and it was fun. It was really fun.
Tell us how many dogs you have here at the trials this week.
I've got 6 here. 5 are competing, and I've got every age from 9.5 to 2, and I'm really proud of all of them. They've just worked their hearts out for me. So
awesome. What have you loved the most about this week in the stock dog trials so far?
You know, just the atmosphere here is world class. You know, everything from stock setting to the running orders to it is organized to the nines. Everybody's happy. You know, you can talk to anybody here, and I love the group of people here, and especially like the White family. They all just work from sun up to sundown, and everybody here is just so friendly and nice. So that's what I love the most about you, is just the atmosphere. It's awesome.
Absolutely. The Whites do keep you going, don't they?
Really
Yeah,
do.
they do.
They really do.
Brianna Henderson from Logan, as of this interview, she's the leader in the sheep class happening right now at the MSSA Finals in Afton. Joni Titchen just finishing up a run in the Cattle Upper Arena from Clearmont, Wyoming, from the Cowboy State. Joni, congratulations. Sounds like a great run. What went well for you there?
You know, this dog has been kind of a blessing for me. He's a team player. He's enough dog to do what I need to do. He just wants to listen and help me. He's super young, and I think what went well is he keeps his cattle settled. And then when I need him, he's enough dog to get it done. So.
Excellent. What have you loved most about this week so far with MSSA?
This trial is an amazing event. There's so much going on. There's so much camaraderie. There's nobody, has time to really think too hard about what they're doing. They just roll and have fun, and it's a trip. I wouldn't miss it. It's a super good time.
From Clearfield, Wyoming, that's Joni Titchen competing here at MSSA. With the MSSA National Final, Steve White, who oversees this whole week of national competition here with us. Steve, tell us about the weather changes that you guys have experienced this week from snow now moving into heat.
Yeah, so that really does affect the livestock a whole bunch. It's just like me and you, when we're cold and when we're hot. I'd rather lay around the house and be slow when I'm hot, and I'd rather, when it's cold, be active to try to stay a little bit warmer. And they do the same thing. So, we came in here and it was pretty darn cold the first couple of days. We had snow on us the first night here. The cattle moved really good and a little bit more frisky and a little bit more fire to them. But the handlers have done really well. The weather's perfect now, and the rest of the week it looks like it's going to be perfect. And I think it's just going to make for a great finals.
Steve White, MSSA.
We are so excited to launch our new line of super premium pet foods. We built it with passion and purpose, with everything we have, to create science-driven, balanced nutrition that makes a real difference in an animal's health. How do we know this? Because we've done it before. Now we're doing it even better. We've created truly next-level formulas. We choose our ingredients based on what's naturally important in an animal's diet. Our omega-3s are higher, our calcium levels are controlled, our palatability is greater, and our consistency is hands down superior. We've built our manufacturing facility from the ground up, the right way, to guarantee we'll deliver the very best quality food possible. And we'll do it consistently from bag to bag. We've brought together an expert team, folks who share our passion, who all know what they're doing because they've done it before. We make food your animal wants, with nutrition their whole body needs. That's next level pet nutrition. Next level. Science is in the bag.
back of the clothing booth for the Mountain State Stock Dog Association. Again, Oakley Hepworth here. Oakley, when you guys sell this merchandise, what do you do with the money? Where does it go towards?
So it kind of goes back into the MSSA in general. It helps buy new clothes for the next year. It helps us fund the handler bags that they get at the start of each year. So, yeah.
Perfect. So some great apparel, and it all goes to keep these national finals running year after year after year. Come get some behind the grandstands.
From playful pups to cuddly kittens, Loyal Life Super Premium Pet Food makes it easy to choose the product that's just right for your pet's life stage. Every pet has their own special nutritional needs, and we've got the super premium option your family's best friend deserves.
Your dogs deserve the best, so give them the best with our stock of Nutrina Loyal Life pet food. In every bag, there's wholesome nutrition that's free of corn, wheat, and soy, added digestive support with prebiotics and probiotics, and special ingredients to optimize your pup's immune strength, mobility, and overall health. Get the best for your dogs with Nutrina Loyal Life pet food.
Making sure your pets get the nutrition they need to live long, happy lives? That's what we do best. With our special blends of quality ingredients, you can count on us for the pets counting on you. After all, being the best pet parent ever is what you do best.
Director of the Mountain State Stock Dog Association, Steve White, here with us on the SVI Media broadcast. A lot of people make this thing work. Tell us about some of the behind-the-scenes people that make this national finals.
The behind-the-scenes is what keep us going. I mean, people don't understand that. In each arena, we got 4 arenas going. We got stock setters, you know. The stock setter's responsibility is to be there about an hour and a half early to get their stock in and settled and separated. We got our commentators that are on with you guys, letting everybody know what's going on. Today, we have people loading cattle in trucks and delivering them out to the field. In the same place, I've got 5 cowboys back there that is a stalker coming out. They're keeping them separate. They're keeping them on feed. They're keeping them on water. They're keeping them calm. But they have to make sure that those cattle never get re-ran in the same arena. So that's a well orchestrated machine up there. Our judges, they're scribes. You know, we got 2 full-time people that are just feeding my staff, so the staff never has to stop. You know, so I mean, right now we're at about 60 people to keep this running full-time.
It's quite the operation for the national finals with live coverage with the MSSA.
Your relationship is built on trust. Your buddy is with you for work and play from sunup to sundown. And you can trust Nutrina True to deliver nutrient-packed formulas for active dogs like yours. Each bite is TruMune powered for immunity and mobility support, and with support for digestion plus joint, skin, and coat health, trust that they're always protected from the inside out. Find high-quality, hardworking nutrition near you at nutrinaworld.com/NutrinaTrue. Nutrina, what's inside counts.
Thank you.
James Butler out of Texas, one of the top handlers in the nation, back here at the MSSA National Finals. James, you're back again. Tell us what you love most about this National Finals event here in Afton.
You know, it's just what you said. It's an event. It's a full-flown. I mean, it's not like any other dog competition I've ever been to. There's so many different things going on, and 3 and 4 different fields running at the same time. You stay busy all day long. It's good for the kids. It's just a full-blown event. It's not just a dog trial.
How many dogs have you brought to this event this year?
You know, I brought 6 with me, and between me and my wife, we've run them all as many times as we could.
What is the training like for you guys leading up to this event with your dogs?
You know, we work really hard getting ready for it. You have to. If not, with this sport, you get what you put in. And if you don't work hard with your dogs, these guys will show it to you out there on the field. I promise.
Absolutely. For someone that's just getting into this, maybe it's their first year or they're new to it, what advice do you have?
You know, talk to everybody. Everybody's really friendly and will help you. Just approach them. You know, sometimes it's hard to approach people, but most anybody with a dog, talk to them about the dogs, and they'll help you. I've never asked anybody for help that didn't help.
James Butler, MSSA National Finals in Afton.
coming on 20 seconds into the run here. Getting ready to see who our national champion intermediate handler will be this year. We've got him here through the fetch. I didn't get to hear all of the rules on this one here, but we'll watch it as we go. So number 2 looks like we're coming in probably here on the right hand side. There we go. Looks like this is, ooh, I can't tell off the camera who this is right here, but looks like we're coming in on the right side, going around and out this alleyway here to the left. Nice job through. And then over to the left to number 3 here. Oh, just getting a little bit wide right there. It's just a Y going down the arena. But that red calf coming out wide to the right. He's gonna recycle him back around. Let him stand there just a second. Sometimes if you'll give him just a minute, but flanking him inside, that will turn all of those heads back out and you can send him down the arena side. But that red calf still just getting out there wide. Well, coming over a little bit too far. There's where he's wanting him.
Come by, here, away! Away! There, walk out!
On the way command there. Getting in front of him, just gonna try and work him back around this wing and then sending him on a come by flank. There we go. Send him come by, and now we've got him inside that wing and he's gonna send him through. 2 finished all up and headed off to the corner for number 4. 4 looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a weave here. Probably bring him through as he's going right here, and then he's gonna turn him back around and bring him through on the right hand side of where they entered. Ooh, just a little bit wide right there. The black calf coming through, but they haven't mixed right here. If he can send these guys around, that other calf going to that entrance, and that's going to be a little bit of a problem if he does that. Good job staying inside though. He's got him turned around and facing the right direction now. And he is through number 4. Gonna enter this sort right here. Looks like a long alley. Probably gonna go 1 out the side as he's stepping inside there. Probably gonna be 1 out the side closest to us. Might be a 1-1-1, it might be a 1-2-1, it might be, and oh, looks like it's gonna be a 1-1-1 right there. Not quite able to get stepped back inside that to stop that other calf. Oh, not getting quite far enough around the entrance to that sort. You're gonna step up there, kind of get him behind. The only hard part here is now he's gonna have calf come all the way through. And depending on how this goes, he's got 1 outside. These cattle have not mixed yet, so he might be able to, depends on if this is a load and a sort, he might be able to turn these 2 around it, bring him down this alleyway. Oh, get him off the way there. Looks like these cattle are gonna come back together. Looking like possibly coming up on about a minute left. guy's just splitting up a little bit here. Darn it, really, really, really close to finishing that up right here. We're going to pull this up and see if we can get you kind of a little bit of some information on how these guys are coming in. Oh, this might be a 7 or even an 8-minute course right here. So I am thinking, that's who I was thinking this was. I think that was Richard Bisnet and Kirby. Having a little bit of a rough time there. But just about finishing that all up. Just not quite getting his sort finished. But he was coming in with a score of 495 with a total time of 10:36. So we're looking for 2 completed rounds, which would give us a total time or a total score of 510 points. Or not 510. It would be 540 total points. So next coming in should be Sarah Venegas and SLV Pote. We can see that right there, coming in 495 total points with a total time of 10:14. So needing really, as we talk about placings and things like that, points precede time. So Sarah gonna want to try and pick up as many points and complete this course so that she can put herself in the best possible situation coming in the round. She's going to want to get those 270 points for this whole course. But also we have round winners to go around in this, as well as crowning our national champion, which is the combination of all 3 of these runs put together. So Sarah got these guys picked up, heading towards the fetch. Nice job through the fetch. Heading off to number 2 here. Nice job looking into number 2. Coming around from the big entrance, around that panel and out the wing. And then that's going to shoot him through that wing off to the left here. Wanting him to not get too far down that arena. The more that she can kind of keep it in that 45-degree angle headed to this obstacle right here is number 3, the more efficient and kind of easier her time will be there. But one kind of getting to the right side of that, just a little inside, but picking it up, bringing it back, putting them through. Now number 4 off here in the very far right hand corner of this arena. You see those panel V'd in there. She's going to go in on the side closest to us, then turn them around and pull them back through the right of that to finish that number 4 up. All right, she's got these guys looking through there now. Oh, this just getting too far on that come by command. on that flank, getting too far out to the side and sending those other two calves who were a little slower than the other through the right side instead of the left. But she's got a nice line on it now. She's got to pick them back up and bring them back to the right. And one clear back against, it's really kind of tough to see, at least ways on our monitor, but a black calf clear back against the very edge of the arena. Now she's got him picked up, but oh, nice, just tipping it inside and getting them through there. So now she's headed off to her sort with a 317. And this one's getting a little wide, and then they're gonna get too far down this alley. A lot of things, a lot of parts and pieces to manage right here. So she's gonna have to clear them out of this obstacle and reload it. These calves wanting to kind of trot towards the back. Gonna get them over here to our left of them. All right, now she's getting inside there. So wanting to give a little bit of room so that they can come down and see this. Now again here, wanting to keep these cattle calm and not turn them around, because that dog is probably gonna have to apply some pressure here, and we don't want that to boil over. Nice job, Pote holding his position. Gonna send him out. Now pull this one to her, and look at that. Gonna get a full score, 270 and a time of 421. 418 is what it looks like there. Nice job there for Sarah and Pote, getting in and completing this final round and giving herself the best ability she can moving forward. Great job. So just to give you a little idea on where she's sitting, coming in with 495. Gonna add that on to a 270 run. She's gonna be at a total points of 765 points after 3. She's gonna have a combined time of a little over 13 to 14 minutes there. All right, Trevor Motichka and Slash J Storm coming in from Ronan, Montana. You'll see his there, also coming in with a total points of 495 and a total time of 9:59.
Come by, Storm. Come by. There. Good girl. There. Walk on. Come by. There. Come by.
So he's roughly 15 seconds ahead of where Sarah was coming in, Sarah and Pote.
Come by. Come by. There.
Trevor stepping up in right there. I'm assuming he's probably gonna flank his dog inside that. He's gonna roll himself around there too.
Walk on. Walk on. Walk on, Storm. Walk on. Here.
Maybe I think Trevor's still holding himself there just a little bit left of that wing.
Stand. Walk on. Storm, walk on. Walk on.
He's through 2, heading off here to our left. There Trevor is. He's going to come and kind of protect out this way as far as he can go. Out there, there is going to be a handler line somewhere along the lines for them. And nice job really taking advantage of where he can place himself, helping his dog out, getting those cattle on a nice transition out to number 3. Now he's going to drive him across. He's going to have to watch this inside here. Needs to get Storm around. but wanting them to come a little ways into there. That's the line that you're kind of wanting to watch, is not getting so far that we have to start dealing and being in the way of other obstacles, but far enough that he can pull in this way and then start driving them back to that number 4 obstacle. But Storm doing a good job keeping Cattle quiet. There we go. He's gonna flank him around. And a really nice job at 3. Or sorry, at 4. I'm one obstacle behind. And he is heading for his sort. He's got him into that sort there and needing to get inside there a little bit and push that calf out. Don't want to put it back inside itself, and also needs to hold this calf in here. Get back in. Nice job. Great job for Trevor Motichka and Storm. Gonna finish it up with a 3:18. Great run to finish it out for Trevor and Storm. It's going to put him also same point total there as Sarah. 470, or sorry. $765 points there. And he's going to add a 318 onto his 959. Or sorry, a 320 is what it looks like he's coming up with. So it'll be right at a 419 or 1419. Next up, Cindy Coleman and MIS Arjun. She's also coming in, another handler with 495 points. She's got a total time of 9:56. So only out in front of Trevor by 3 seconds. Got them gathered up. A little bit of a turnaround coming and bubbling off to the left. Bubbling off to the right, sorry, her left, our right of that fetch, but she's getting them tipped around and getting them put back through. Now she's got them finished up there. Straight into number 2, a little bit of a veer out right there, but June there to keep her in line. Gonna walk her up behind him, around the panel, and out. See if she can keep these guys on the move. Needing to come by. There we go. Now and away. Just getting a little bit out and ahead of those guys, flanking a little too far. But getting around to the other side now and heading off to our left. Picking them up, they're drifting a little inside. Seems like where most of these cattle want to do. She needs to get her scent though. Waiting up just there, sending her on the way command. She's gonna come by or away, come around and pick them up. Letting them flank a little too far inside again here. And this other calf's gonna drift clear back out and around, so she's gonna do the same thing. Away command, kind of drive him down this wall just a little bit, and then she's gonna send him on away again and try and pick him up there. Now she's got to watch him back to come by, come by, come by. Oh. She's gonna try it out here, send her on a come by, pick these two up. And the rough part is that black calf's a little touchy on his bubble, and when he gets out of there, he decides to skate all the way across, and that's where he went. But doing a nice job picking him back up onto that right side of that obstacle, put him back in, letting him trot off. Not needing to get back on this side now. That red volley out in front is covering a little too much ground. Little ways out the back, she's needing to get him picked up, headed back towards these other calves. And right now on away command, get her back on this side and start driving them away again. Yeah, it's getting a little bit trotty and spreading out from each other as they start picking it up a little bit. And when cattle start doing that, that is the issue that you end up with, is they just start being too wide and you can't manage all of the outside edges and get them tucked in. But she's getting them closer put together, but this volley calf's still just trotting, not in any real good direction, just out looking for a way to just move away. She needs to get June out and around them and kind of settle these guys down just a little bit so they're not so trotty. Oh, this calf's still just out trotting. Got all these cattle just kind of spread out and away from each other. Makes it really hard to get them all in the same direction, and really tough to put them all through the same little hole that they need to go through. And they're all spread out and thinking different things. Getting a little too far out in the head. Those calves didn't quite get around the edge of the panel before she flanked around. I think she's coming up on about 30-ish. About 30 seconds left. There she goes. Finally got him taking a little bit of a wrong command there. But she's got him through the first part of number 4 here. Great job for sticking with it. But that Hereford calf might get a little wide. Send her around. This calf's going to trot out of here too. And a little tough luck there for Cindy and June. She's going to time out with 6 seconds. 6 minutes. Holy crap, it's been a long week. 6 minutes and not quite getting a full finished run there. Nice job, Cindy and June, though. All right, next we got up here Stockton White and Rose. He's also coming in a string of these handlers with total points of 495. I'm needing to kind of back that camera out a little bit and find the dog there. Well, there we go. Rose has got him picked up. Heading for the fetch. And nice job putting him through the middle of those two panels, completing his number one. Good job. He's going to have a couple of parts to manage, it looks like, on this little group right here. This red calf not quite staying up with his other two black calves, but Stockton doing a really good job of keeping everybody in line from front to back. Through number 3, nice shape into through number 2 with a nice shape into number 3. Gonna have to hustle Rose around, get out in front of those two that went a little too shallow and not making it in. He's gonna bring them past. There we go, now he's got them. Stop Rose right there, and let's start them through. So, gonna send her a little to the back of the arena. That red calf not sticking with the plan, kind of trailing off in the wrong direction, but he's got him back together. Gonna have to watch a little bit to the backside here. Again, having to manage a couple of different pieces here. Hopefully Rose can get around that. Now this red calf trailing off to our left here. Again. They're doing a nice job. Bring that calf back over. Probably going to push him through this right-hand side, pick him up on the other side, and just loop him around. He's got the Hereford calf looking in the right spot. There he goes. Rose was headed off a little bit to the away side. Stockton got her stopped, sent back around. Now, if he can get those other two black calves, that was a really tough spot to be in. If he can keep that Hereford calf over there with him, he can go pick up these two black calves. Turn them around, grab the Hereford calf. And hopefully they don't go too far. Probably want to go on an away command here and kind of scoop them out. Nice job. And put them back through the hole. Nice job, Stockton, handling all those parts and pieces right there. Not a really easy set of cattle to manage here. Just because they just aren't shouldered up, they're just kind of trailing off of each other, but he's got them into this pen, and he's going to step through, bring them up to him. They're just holding up a little bit right here at the back of this alleyway. So a tough part here, right here. Got to be really smart on how we handle our dog, because we need these cattle to stay calm right here. And great job, this calf. Oh, great move. Nice job, Stockton. Finishing up a 427 and full points. Great job, Stockton and Rose. 425, looks like 425. Okay, we got Craig Balls and ROW Ricky. Another one of our handlers. Coming in 495 points. 924 for a total time. So we got a few handful of handlers here with 495 points. And then we will get into these full point handlers coming up here in just a second. Nice job, Craig. Down here, oh, that calf getting inside of there. Craig working on bringing this calf around the end of that panel right there. And he's got them all into number 2. Craig gonna fill in this end. Send Ricky around right here. He's gonna have to watch and make sure he doesn't get ahead of this calf. And they're gonna get out and on a trot. I think he really wanted an away command right there instead of a come by. He's gonna bring Ricky back around towards him. There he goes. Hopefully nice job. They stayed right on line and headed through number 3 instead of coming inside. Got one looking in the right direction, but I think it's going to be last minute. Stepped inside. Craig can get Ricky down here to him, call him to him, and on an away command before this calf gets over to that other opening. Good job. Now he's gonna come by and pick up this black calf. And if he can get him over there before they drift too far to the right, he can come by again. Good job getting that one in the back tucked around, but needing to get her back around there. Oh, Ricky going a little too wide. Let's see if we can get him to come back in right there. Can't quite tell. There's Ricky right there. Nice little break. That calf gonna step up and back through. Not sure if he's got to reload or retry that obstacle. I don't know if that's just a flow through type obstacle. However that pans out, Craig is through 4, headed to 5. Craig got him into number 1. I did not see. 1 is just outside of that. So Ricky's going to bring up 1 on the far side of the sort panels. Craig walking down the others on the left-hand side. He's going to get Ricky out in front of that lead cow and push him back to the right. And not a bad job. This one going wide again. There, now you can send her away. Bring him up this pen. You got to watch this one, Craig. Craig didn't watch that one coming out, and then he's going to let this other calf go by. Coming on just a little less than a minute to try and get this all finished up in. About 45 seconds left. Bally face calf working its way to the back here. Now this calf, depending on where he goes, okay, he can skate him around to the end. All right, he's got them all back to the back side of this obstacle here. He's going to try and get him peeled off the fence there. Turn them around and head them into this Y and sort, pin and sort, I should say. No, but he just ran out of time there. Nice job, Craig and Ricky. Getting a little long, but doing a nice job running that set. Next up, we got Shane Ellenwood and Ike coming from Banner, Wyoming. I think Shane and Ike has had a pretty good week overall. Seen him a few times. Coming in with 495 points, a total time of 848. Wanting to be able to add as many points to that total point score as he can. Trying to give himself the best possible setting that he can. A little bit right out of the gate. These calves split up a little bit here, so Ike's going to have to do a little work there. He's got them a little tighter right there, but they're wanting to flare off to our left, so probably going to have to keep Ike on an away side right there. Nice job picking them back up in the middle through the fetch. Just going to keep working them straight down through that fetch to the opening on 2, which is on the right hand side. Looks like one a little wide to the right, but now one coming in backwards here. Gonna have to clear all these guys out. A little split up here again. I'm gonna go grab the 2 and bring it back to 1 over here. Got one hanging back. Had them about all put back together again. Coming up on 2 minutes. Got about 4 minutes left in this run. Shane can step up there and help him a little bit. There he goes, got him into the box there of 2. Now looking on the out route here, gonna flare to, or kind of fall to the inside. And I can take a big outrun out there. A little bit rough right there, getting pretty wide and not getting there in time to shut them down before they get a ways down the arena. Bolly calf can hopefully kind of keep these guys, but one kind of going to the outside or to the inside again. He's gonna flank eye kind of come by around, pick him up again on the other side. Start working him back to the end of number 3. And now gonna send him on it. Oh, getting a little wide right there, but filling it in nicely. Here we go, wanting to keep him in contact with this right here. He's gonna get a little long down there. Nice, those calves are, oh, nice, the calf turning right there at the end. I getting a little wide right there, but that calf turning at the last second and putting him through number 4. And he is headed to his sort now. Just popping right there at the end, but I getting around the end and covering him.
Okay, that was Sarah Jo, John, and Pace. A score of 1-7.
All right, he's going to want to start this sort up here. It's going to be a little tough if things get fast, being that far away from him. Working himself in there nicely. One gone by. That other one turning around in the alley. Sometimes all that movement out that front neck gets things turned around and their mind not going the right way, but just a tough thing when they turn around and there's one left in the back of there. Their mind is thinking out the back instead of coming forward off the pressure of the dog, and a lot of times we end up applying a little bit of pressure there and everything goes out really fast, and then we have a hard time coming back in. But doing a good job not making a really big deal of it there and getting them tied back up and in again. Again, Shane's going to be quite a ways down this alley here. Looks like he's about 16 feet down there. Right here, you kind of want to keep these feet moving forward, because the more time that they have to think about this, and that's kind of the issue that you end up with right there, is then everything comes all at once. When you have to put that much pressure on once they stop. So a little bit of a tough time there for Shane and Ike, coming up on time here. And nice showing though, dog handling really well. Shane doing a great job handling him, and just a little bit of some tough time in the sort there. Next in, we got Zach Brady and SPS May coming from Blackfoot, Idaho. Another run coming in with total points of 495. His total time at an 8:45. Getting May placed right here. Call for his cattle. May is off and tracking. A little tough to see right there. I can't tell. Their calf's facing away against the black side of the arena, so trying to pull May. Probably going to send her on a come by here to get to the front side of these calves. See if you can turn their faces off the wall and start moving them down the arena. That May just cutting inside right there. Here, now he's got her on the back side of him. If he can keep her up and moving with these cattle. Wanting to get her off on the way command here, though, start shaping him in towards his fetch. But gonna have to keep everything moving, or else these calves are gonna get spread out. May wanting to kind of fill into the come-by side there. Are sent back on that away command. Got 1 through, 2 through, now 3 through. Calves walking at a nice pace, but again getting a little strung out. That one popping up just a little bit right there. Heading in. He's got to pick up this last one, and got them all put in together here. All right, through number 2. Watch him to the inside here, but keep this back calf moving up. Zach's gonna walk over here with her and just keep everything moving, which is a great idea. Might as well use yourself and the advantage of a handler line to the best of your ability. So these guys kind of spacing out again here. Finishes that last calf through the number 3 obstacle. He's going to have to go off to this come by, pick up that bally face, and then start working them off to our right hand side. Doing a good job. A lot of pieces to manage here. This bally calf drifting quite a ways down the arena. Gonna have to come and pick him up. The white calf going in the right direction now though, but this one's the bally calf's gonna fall off to the right. And that starts pulling the black calf the same way, but you're gonna tip its nose in. Here we go, he's got him spun around, looking for the right direction here. Now he's gonna send her off on come by and spin him around back down the other side. He's got 4 done. This bally calf getting long down the arena here. And the black calf clear back about 3/4 of the way down, 2/3, however far you want to call it. Looking the wrong way though. These guys starting to bleed left. Zach's going to go down there and help cover this side a little bit. And they're going to start headed to the inside. Outside of the arena, I should say. Headed to the outside of the obstacle and the arena, but may get them stopped there. Turn back around. And a little bit wide again, and he's going to have to start watching a little and in right here, so not have to worry about it for too long. So so looking like he must have crossed too far into here before the other one was loaded, so he's got to take everything out. He's going to have to reload. So should have everything out. Now he's going to swing it around, put everything back in. Looking outside right here again. Nice recovery. All right, now we're facing in the right direction. He's got about 20 seconds to get this done, which this sort can go fast if we can keep some movement forward like that, not turning that calf around, through and out. Looking like a time of 5:48 in full points. Okay, next up, John Stottlemyre and J.M. Gus coming from Luther, Oklahoma. John is getting Gus set up, called for his cattle. Total points 495. Total time 8:43 coming into this round. Gus is off and picking up his cattle. Nice job working them through the fetch right here. Keeping everybody up kind of close to each other. Drifting a little right, but getting Gus off on that come by command. Looking nice coming into number 2 here. Great job into number 2. Now he's just got to follow this around, out this wing. Now these cattle have usually kind of started drifting inside to the center of the arena, but Gus has got him on a really nice line right here. John gets him flanked out to the away side. Nice job. Great setup and transition from 2 to 3 for John and Gus. And now he's going to carry these guys. Are holy moly, getting into a long week, but flanking him out here. They're splitting up just a touch. As long as this single calf doesn't take off too far, pretty good idea to go out and get these two and start bringing them back together. Now he's all spread out to about 3 different pieces here. Black calf drifting a little long down the arena. Red Bally's starting to find him too. There's another solid red calf that has drifted somewhere outside of our camera shot here. Not sure where that red calf has made it to. Oh, there it is, coming back. So great job kind of solving that little bit of a problem right there. Hopefully putting these guys back together and keeping them together. They're getting a little trotty coming down here, needing him to break off down this fence and get right there. Pick up this bally calf and start pushing him towards those other two. And kind of what he doesn't want to do, he doesn't want to start moving them so fast that he gets onto that trot, because these cattle, as they start trotting out, are probably going to start trotting away from each other. Oh, a little slow on that come by command right there for the black calf going wide. But more than likely the speed, if these calves start trotting and getting a little ahead of themselves, they're probably going to start flaring apart. As we've already kind of seen him doing, trying to hustle Gus up to get him around right there, but not far enough, just not flanking him far enough to cover those two. They're going to get on the other side of that panel in the wrong direction. And so he's got to bring them back and start putting them back over with that bolly that is standing in the right spot. Well, making it through onto the other side, so needing to get them all put together here. Not quite sure where he's just working them back over here. There we go. Got them all looking in the right line here now. And through this, he's going to want to set that up and come by. Good job. Getting a little ahead of that black calf. Again, these groups of calves, right, as we're watching, a little bit of underflanking and overflanking on a few of these runs that we've seen, and it kind of starts spacing some calves out. This red calf getting wide and going around the edge of the panel. Now he's backing through it, so he's going to have to gather them all up and start all over on this one. But kind of getting long on time. He's got about 30 seconds here to kind of put it together and pick up his points for number 4. It might be that he can gather them like that and finish this obstacle out. I wasn't in the handlers meeting, so I'm not sure on that one. It looks like that's the case, that once they cross the line going from our side to the back of the arena, and then all they have to do, no matter where they go, they can gather them up and just bring them the correct way from the back of the arena towards us on that right hand side. It should get him the points that he needs. And he's just going to run long on time right there, but a great run for John Stottlemyre and Gus. Next up, we got DJ Anderson and SD Grace. Calling for his cattle. Coming in with 495 total points and an 818. I think DJ has 2 dogs in here in the finals today.
Next up, we have Lincoln Rogers and L.R. Chet.
DJ and Grace having a really nice year this year. Intermediate Handler of the Year here. And has a really nice week this week. He's got a second calf somewhere, or a third calf somewhere along here. I'm not sure quite where he's at. I think he's kind of left us clear out to the left here. Yeah, great job zooming out there. A little better picture. All right, now he's got him picked back up. Heading in a good direction here through these fetch panels. Drifting a little to the right. DJ blocking that area in the arena right there. Gonna help Grace work these guys back to this number 2 entrance. Flanking her off away, and they're in number 2. Gonna work them around here. Just got to go around this kind of U-shaped pattern right here, and then a wing off to the left. And see if he can kind of keep these guys rolling right along. They kind of drift to the center of the arena. Gonna have to keep her off there to the way. See him take off drifting right there. There, nice job. Grace got him picked up, but now they're kind of going right to the center, which is right where he wants them to be. Not wanting them to drift too far down along this edge, because needing to go from this backside closest to us to the back end of the arena. These guys getting a little bit apart from each other. He's going to have to watch this one. Hopefully it doesn't get too far here to the right. But Grace getting part way over there, and it just getting a little too far. Got to bring it back through. Working on getting that one turned around. There we go. Ooh, that Brockle calf was just about up there and headed in right through where he needed him and turning around, but he's got him back through. Gonna come by here. And just about got 4 all tied up. Coming back and clearing that out for him. Now DJ is headed off to his sort. I'm so sure DJ would really like to finish this run off with full points. And looking pretty nice right here, headed straight into the middle of this sort. Oh, Grace getting just too far inside right here. Had them all but loaded right there, and Grace just getting too deep inside that obstacle and peeling them back outside. All right, he's gonna have to start shaping them up here again to put into this obstacle, and a little bit of a rough time on that last one. They're wanting to drift outside. Nice. And now he has got them in that obstacle. DJ's gonna stop inside. It's one out here closest to us. And one of the big things is not getting yourself too far down this alleyway so that you keep your movement of these cattle forward. Because if you get one turned around, it can be bad. And DJ doing just that, finishing it up. Nice job this year for DJ. Yeah, a little sigh of relief there getting it finished up. 446 and full points. All right, next up we've got RJ Thusen and Jed. ROW Jed, I should say. So this is going to start us off on the next section of handlers here. You see the change there in total points. So RJ coming in with 540 points, which that is the full amount of points that you can have for 2 rounds, which is going to set him up with an advantage above everybody else that we've seen coming in with 495 previously. So as long as as long as RJ finishes this out and gets his full points, that'll automatically bump him ahead all of our other competitors so far. So time is not going to necessarily matter as far as that going to the lead right now. The points will, but as we start seeing our next 17 competitors, that's where this time is going to start playing a part for us. Doing a nice job through 2 and got a nice track on these guys headed through 3. Jed can get out here to his left and start shaping these guys up, heading over across to number 4. A little too far down right there. Great job recovering. Jed doing a good job keeping all these guys together too. If you kind of noticed, some of them got a little trotty and spread out, and they wanted to get a little far right there, but Jed getting to the front, covering all the way around, and got a nice track headed here to entrance for number 4, flanking him around to the left and turning him right around. Ooh, almost a little too far ahead of that calf right there, but through number 4. And again, RJ doing a good job and Jed doing a good job of covering all the way around, not overflanking, not underflanking, keeping all these calves together. Jed's got some speed to get to where they need to be, flaring a little to the inside here, but RJ looking nicely coming into this sort. And RJ has got a super nice time going on right now. He is coming out swinging for, oh gosh, and a little too much forward momentum right there, and drags that number 2 calf through with him. So RJ's gonna have to set these guys back up, load them again, sort them again, and trying to hurry up as fast as he can without exciting these calves too much. One calf holding back right there, not coming out from behind the panels. Got him back over there, pushing him along the fence. He's got to get everybody back across there. He was hoping that those calves would drift far enough when he sent sent Jed on that flank that they would get past the panels, but that one calf died out there. All right, RJ's got him back into this sort. Now here's the tough part again. Too much forward momentum, and it technically ended up right, but I think it was in the wrong order. A little tough luck here for RJ at the moment. And these guys getting put into a pressure situation, and you see the excitement of these calves starting to get a little bit more excitable, moving their feet a little bit more. See that tail on that back calf kind of raising up a little bit. And that starts to become a little bit tougher to get them all condensed back down into a spot to load them into this sort again. They've been through twice, and it's got a little bit of pressure on it both times, and he's got them shaped up pretty nice. They're going to flare inside right here, though. RJ trying to get up there, and now flanking him around again. RJ still only hit a 439 though. He's tried this sort twice, loaded it and tried it, and still only at a 4-minute mark, coming up on 5 minutes though.
But wanting to finish this run.
Yes, yeah.
You want a completed
run. It will help RJ out a lot if he can just complete the run. Oh, but looking a little tough. But I do know RJ won't quit on it either. And looking pretty good right here. They're getting a little far on that side. Got to turn that one around now, flank him around right. Getting a little far to this left side. And covering Jed around, hopefully. Ooh. Gosh darn, just a little tough luck right here. This can all of a sudden fall together really fast though.
I was gonna say, sorry, I was taking my sunglasses off so I can see the screen.
Yeah, okay, he's got one there.
Oh, come on.
Oh, one outside.
And this is a 6 minute, right?
Yeah, 6 minute time limit coming up.
We got
about 5 seconds left.
Oh,
and these guys getting too far down here. A little tough luck for RJ. He had a smoking run going right there.
Yes, he did.
One just escaping out the side the wrong time.
Dang it.
And sure toppled it over right there for him. But great week for RJ Thusen and Jed.
So as of right now, Trevor Matichka and /J Storm, they are leading the round with 270 points and a total time of 3:20. So that's kind of the number that's in the back of all these guys' heads. Sarah Venegas and SLV Pote is at a 4:18. Stockton White and Rose is at a 4:25. Blaine Morgan and Gus is at a 4:46, and Zach Brady and SBS May is at a 5:48. So again, this is just for the round. They're also going for that overall national champion, and so they will take in consideration all 3 rounds, their points, their time, and that's how you're going to have that national champion crown for the intermediate. But great job so far. We have about 17 handlers to go, so a lot can change. Okay, up next we have Michael Bartlett and Cruella. He's coming in with full points and a total time of 9 minutes and 55 seconds. So currently he's sitting in 17th place. Sends Cruella. They're wanting to drift to that number 4. So Krill is going to pick him up and get him in line to head down to this fetch. Nice job through the fetch. He's got one that's a little bit slower than the other 2, so he's going to want to pick that one up, which Cruella does. They're going to head through that little zigzag for 2. Nice, easy entry into 2, and they're just going to zigzag their way through. Kick out into a trot, and they're going to head to 3. Great job through 3. Headed to this number 4. Wanting them to enter on that left-hand side. Corella gets around there. Nice job through 4. Now he is headed down. Just sneaks past there. Corella's going to get it stopped and turn back around. The other 2 hung up, which was good, so he can hopefully get them in line. There, he's got that first one headed in. They all 3 must be loaded before he can start his sort, so he's wanting to push that back one up. Oh, just sneaks past there. So he's going to kind of hold that one at the front. Hopefully get that last one turned around before all 3 of them decide to come all the way out. There, he's getting them. Watch their nose right there. Watch their nose. Ooh, that's a hard position to be in. You got that one at the end that's trying to sneak out. And you also have one that's already loaded that's trying to come through. So I believe he was able to get that one stopped. So he's going to turn those 2 around. Gets him headed to, so he's just, they're holding right there, so I think he's just wanting to move him forward. And then Mike's going to stop in, or step in. Here they come. There's one, and then he's gonna get it. Nice job, Mike and Cruella. I cannot see what the official time is, but he's gonna get it done. Great job to Mike and Cruella. A 4:08.
Side, one out the middle, 2 out closest to us. Then pin them on the far hole over here. And then
Okay, up next we're going to have Elliot Roberts and Allie. So they are coming into this final round with 540 points and a total time of 9:50.
All right. You guys been listening to this feed all day. You've been listening to Elliot most of this whole week. And he is down here making his run with Allie. Allie coming in 16 in the 16 spot right here, 540 points. Total time of 9:50. So now that completed run for Mike Bartlett right there, that moves him in the overall. That moves him to the lead. So everybody from here on out chasing him for a minute. And Elliot and Allie down here seeing if they can say something about that. So they're coming in only 5 seconds ahead of Mike. And I believe Mike having a 4:02, if I remember right on that. So Elliot technically being able to be 5 seconds longer than that. Well, 4 seconds longer than that, and still being able to keep his lead. Well, actually 5 seconds and being able to keep his lead. But Elliot's got a pretty good run here, even though he's got a little bit of a bobble right here at number 4. He's got them all back together, swinging them around and heading right there in the right direction. Now he's going to turn back around. Allie getting a little wide right there, and that's going to allow him to come around the outside edge of that panel. So she's going to have to come by around in front of him again. Turn him around. Oh, getting out on this away side. All right, so he's going to need to get these guys back on the other side of this obstacle here. Should be able to come by right here, pick up this red calf. Allie getting a little wide again right there, but these calves not drifting like they did before, so she's able to get there. She needs to turn this black calf around and send them through. Good job for Elliot. Got a nice look coming into the pen right here, but just kicking out. If anybody's ever trialed in this arena before too, the obstacle that is right here, that just the way this sets up, there's always an obstacle just right about where this sort is right now. And man, they always want to drift to the outside edge of that. They are, whatever it is, there's just a really big pull for cattle. So now he's got all those noses tipped in. Elliot's a ways down this sort though. And the problem with being that long down this sort is any movement that he makes is going to be a lot of movement right towards him. And then they turn around like that and end up being clear out. So Elliot going to have to pick these guys back up, swing them around. There he goes, getting Allie back here on his side. Gonna drive him past the edge of the panels here, swing her around away. Again, just like we seen RJ's run a couple runs ago. Kind of the same exact scenario right there, but it set that calf up to get hung up on the wing of that panel, but oh, bringing itself around, or maybe Elliot got around there and pushed it past. Not quite sure. But this Hereford calf drifting out again. And nice job getting her back in there. Elliot there kind of covering there. That makes sense on why they came and did what they did. Allie holding them up here again now. Elliot's again clear back here at the end. Oh, that Bolly-faced calf just not holding in there. But again, they see Elliot clear down here at this end. and they see that it's a tight spot. Not really wanting to get inside there. Last time they were there, they had quite a little bit of pressure there, they remember. If you can flank her around, away. Turn this calf around, but in the meantime, it's going to push that calf on the other side around. Getting into a little bit of a, they just keep getting flashed in front of this. And going to run out of time. A little tough luck there for Elliot, but Elliot and Allie having a great week, coming in with 2 full scores, giving it his best right there, and just having a little bobble on this darn sort. But great job for Elliot and Allie. All right, now we got Cindy Coleman and J1 Mern. We've seen Cindy earlier getting both of her dogs here. Seen her earlier with June. Let's see what Cindy can do with this next run. Ooh, this one calf getting a little trotty out here coming out of the gate. And coming around the edge of that. Coming around the edge of the fetch panels there. So Mern's gonna work his way to the inside right here and start pulling her around. Drive her back behind those fetch panels. Then you gotta keep an eye on this bolly calf clear off to the left. Mern's got to go clear over and pick that one up, and hopefully he doesn't start drifting. There we go. Now he's drifting off here to the left, but the other two looking in a nice position. Mern, nice little bit of pressure right there. Hopefully kind of communicating to that calf that he needs to stay with the others. Now got them together into the number 2 obstacle and working them around the horn. There we go, sending them through. And nice job on 3. Got them out on a little clip of a trot here. Hopefully they can stay together and not start spreading. Getting a little long down the arena. Mern gonna flex them around here, come back around. Nice job. Now come by. Camera needs to pan over to the left. There we go. Now back to the right. And those 2 calves just getting outside the edge to the right of that. Now he's going to be back around on a away command. Get him turned around. This bolly calf, get him up, get him up. He's, a little late sending Mern right there. Not sure if that was a miscommunication, if he didn't hear it, or can't quite tell. It's tough to hear what's going on down there sometimes. Mern coming along the back of the fence there, pilling him around. A little tough right here. That one calf has went clear back to the very back, and they're just going to drift around the left of this. She's going to send him away again right here, see if she can peel him off the. And that blaze face calf getting a little flat, almost through, but staying out behind the panels. Getting a little too far again, coming down the outside of that obstacle, wanting to away right here and spin them back around. They're getting a little closer now, away, or sorry, come by side. Geez, and that one flanking, flaring out back to the left. She's going to cycle them around. Hopefully that bally calf will hang out there. She's going to hold on and come by here though. Then come by again, but getting wide. Gonna have to get out in front of them. Having a little bit of tough luck. Having a hard time getting these guys straightened out. And all right, she's gonna go away. Pick them all up again together. Send him all the way through. Now she's got to come by here and not too far to get back to the other way. It's a little tough transition right there for him. She's sending him come by. He's getting over to that side, and he needs to away back to cover. And he's just staying on that come by flank too far, or too long, and bubbling that last calf out to the left. She's coming up on 5 minutes here. She's gonna have to hustle along. There, now she's got a good spot here. These calves finally seeing the vision. Oh, almost got out there too far to that come by side again, but getting recovered over there. But if Cindy's going to get a completed run here, she's got 30 seconds to do it in. She's going to have to hustle them, and this sort can be done fastly, but can't be done excitedly. I shouldn't say can't be, but is harder to do if they're excited. She's got them in here. Step through. She needs to keep this momentum moving forward. Don't get too far down that alleyway. Step over, now step back, and that calf just getting ahead of her. And she's gonna run out of time, but Cindy really trying to turn it on there at the end, just not quite having enough time. That calf blowing past and not getting it done. Great job though for Cindy and Mern. All right, next up is Blaine Morgan and Storm. Also coming in full points of 540. Coming from Oral, South Dakota. Oh, nice job, that volley face calf swinging around and coming through the fetch. He's coming in with a total time of 9:15. About 31 seconds, 32 seconds ahead of Cindy and Mern coming into this one here. But everybody, I believe everybody chasing Mike Bartlett right at the moment. Mike's still hanging in the lead with full points. Set up right here, getting too long right there. Now getting inflamed back around, but gotta watch. They will sneak by any little place they can sometimes. Okay, through 4.
Headed to the sort, the pen and sort.
That is right. So I believe everybody right at the moment, as far as the overall goes,
sneaks to that.
I believe is chasing Mike Bartlett.
We were just talking about this down in the sheep. A lot of things can change. There were some that just needed to complete the run, didn't quite get it done, and it changed the whole thing.
Well, and we've seen that through a fair amount of these finals going on here. The heartbreak of just barely not getting it completed, or you've got all the pressures and you got all the heartbreak and all the excitement.
Blaine's on his sword.
Blaine's needing to get one out the end, and that momentum just getting switched and sending things back out the back.
Well, and
so he's gonna have to try and get these guys loaded again.
Just the emotions that's going on when you're down there and you're coming in and you know that you need to complete this.
Yep. And that's Blaine knowing exactly where he's sitting. I mean, he knows he's coming in full points.
Yeah.
he knows where everything is, and knowing that he needs to get those points to even move himself forward. So getting a little bit short time here. Got about 45 seconds here to get this all finished up.
Oh, he's got one sneaking towards that front.
He's got this tricky situation going on here. He's got one trying to come out the panels before he's got these other two in. Oh, one hanging up just right here. He's got to get that dog out here on the way. Send this Bolly calf back, but he can't get too far out there. This other calf might drift up through the alley.
That other one is wanting to.
And he's going to have about 10 seconds here to get this all finished up, and I think he's going to run short of time. And nice run for Blaine and Storm. A little tough luck on the sort.
Yeah.
Seen it a couple of times here on these full point runs, but great job for Blaine and Storm coming in with 2 full points or 2 full scores and trying to throw it down there. Great job for him.
Up. She can't hear us from here, so we can't make it even worse for her.
That's right.
Lorena Collins and Sky, they're coming in 13th place with full points in a time of 8:52. Lorena's had a great week as well. Getting him in line to bring him to that fetch. One sneaking off towards the middle, but Sky's gonna get around him and get him lined up for that fetch.
Yeah, great job covering all the ends right there, getting them through the fetch.
Bringing him to the zigzag of 2. Oh, just has one sneak past her. So Sky's gonna go pick that one up and bring it back. The other 2 are hanging out right there in the opening, so hopefully that she'll be able to bring them. Gets them through, headed through 2. Bringing him to this number 3. Headed to number 4. Okay, so Lorena's working on number 3. I had to pause for a second, put some eye drops in, so I missed.
Looks like she's working on number 4
Or number
here.
4, yeah. I can't see, guys. Allergies, contacts, they don't mix. She's going to work on... There, they're going to go. Now she's going to swing it back through. She's got 2 through. Oh, Sky's getting just a little ahead. Lorena's going to want to send her back to pick up that last one. Now it's going to come through, and Lorena's working. So Sky was working on getting that 3rd one through, and then Lorena was up here. She had 2 cows that were coming into the pen, so she was trying to hold those ones in, but she's going to have to go gather the other 2 and bring them back. Oh, dang it. I don't know if that... If you guys are tuning in, we have the open going right in front of us as well. And that was a way close one. So you can tune in and jump back and forth. But Lorena's working on getting up to this pen. Again, all 3 cattle have to be penned before she can start that sort. So she's got one that's kind of hanging out, not really wanting to stay as a group. And it's hard when you have them separate like that. Just working on getting them into that pen. Again, not really wanting to stay together, so Sky's having to put in a little bit extra work to gather them back together. But the one is hanging out right there. That's kind of an advantage, so if she can get those other 2 to get up here, she should be able to get them into that pen. Just sneaking past there. And like Tyson said, it can go fast once you get them in there, but they're not really wanting to go in there. She's had one that was in there earlier, but they're just sneaking by. So she is going to looks like, oh no, it's going to sneak by again. She's going to
timing
run.
out right there.
Timing out right there. Oh, great try for Lorena Collins and Sky. They've had a great week. You can't be mad about that. So thank you to Country Vet Naturals for being one of our sponsors this week. We couldn't do this week without them. They've been a huge support, so thank you to them.
All right, next up we've got Blaine, Morgan, and Gus. Seen Blaine just a couple of dogs ago. So he's going to get out here and give it another shot. Another 540 point holder coming in here. He's got a total time of 8:36. Blaney's called for his cattle. He's got Gus off and headed down to pick these cattle up and start heading them back to the fetch. Ooh, getting a little far up here on this away side, or come by side, sorry. Meaning that he needed to get away and pick up those other two again. Needing to just bring these other two. He's got one calf that is really looking for somewhere to be right at the moment. If he can keep these other two up with her and direct her, might be a really good thing for him here. He's into number 2. Headed off to number 3 right here. Traditionally, these guys drifting out to the middle of the arena as they come across here a little bit, so wanting to keep him quartered away from him on that away command. Right out where Blaine has got Gus. Now making sure they don't get wide to the outside, but not getting too far. Sending them right through number 3. Getting a little ways out there, sending back away. Pick these two up. He's got to keep these two somewhat associated with this number 1, or he's going to end up having a really hard time directing all of these guys. But if he can keep these other guys up, oh, too far. Not kind of keeping track of those other two. And so having to bring them around, but that one lead calf out there still just wanting to do the right thing for him if he can keep these other two up with it. Now send him back again. Come by again. Don't let that calf not getting far enough on that flank right there. And sending it away. See if this works out here, but I think he's going to push one. Got him there. Now come by. Oh. Hasn't messed it up for him yet, but oh, Gus getting clear down here. Needing him to go back and see if he can get this calf to come back and to the right. The other two have already made it where they need to be. If he can't get that, really tough. I have to go back to the left with our camera here. Oh, looks like we got good things going right here if Gus doesn't get too far ahead. And yes, should have that pointed on right there. Now he's got to gather up these other two, start working them back towards the other end of this obstacle, because he's got to pin them and sort them. Getting Gus down here to him. And then he's going to let Gus walk him up the rest of the way. Hopefully he doesn't flank him too fast. Gus getting out there a little too far. And these other two cows didn't come past that wing, and they're going to start working themselves back the opposite way. Gus picked back up over there, though. There we go. Flank him around. Blaine's going to get out here. Hold aside, but this calf's going to probably come turning and burning if Blaine's hopefully not too far away here. Want to start getting in. Don't get too far down this alley. because your movements end up being way too big, and it usually turns these calves back around inside that alley and pushes them the wrong direction. But here's the other issue here. Now we're clear back here. If they turn, go at the same time. Nice job working out for Blaine there, and he's going to get it finished with a 5:01. And let's see what that does. So a 5:01, he's coming in. Sorry, 5:02. Just glanced up, so a 5:02 is on the clock. And he's coming in with an 8:36. So that's going to move him up to if we can all work on this here as we go. So that's going to put him at a 13:38 unofficially for a full 810 points. That should just surpass Mike Bartlett by about 30 seconds and move him to the front in the overall hunt of things here. So great job for Blaine Morgan and Gus getting that finished up with full points in a time of 5:02.
Steve White with the Mountain State Stock Dog Association National Finals. Steve, tell us about the livestock. Where do you get these animals?
So the cattle came right from my house. We started about 3 weeks ago getting them ready to come over here, getting them broke and ready and used to trials and dogs. We ended up bringing the best that we had over here for the handlers, and the sheep, we actually loaded them at my friend's ranch down in Utah, right off the mountain. Their range use came right off the mountain from Roach Ranches down there in Tremont, Utah.
That's Director of the Mountain State Stock Dog Association, Steve White, at the National Finals. Here was Stockton White, 14-year-old Stockton White, back-to-back reserve national champ in the intermediate sheep class. Stockton, congratulations. Tell us what was working for you this week to get that another reserve champ.
Well, dogs worked good, sheep were good, and everything panned out perfectly. Ran good.
Awesome. So this second year you're reserve champ. How's that feel for you? Just 14 to be competing at that level.
Oh, it feels good. It feels good.
Of course, you guys, it's a lifestyle for the Whites, right? So what you do in the arena is probably cake to what it's like actually out in the fields, right?
Yeah, we do a lot.
Tell us about your dog.
This is Rose. She's 5, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 5 out of some dogs that are actually competing here today, and it's full sibs to some of them, and yeah.
Very cool. And how long have you been working with Rose?
Oh, a couple years, but this is like my first year really trialing her hard. She's always been my dad's dog that he's always shown, but I've started showing her. She works good for me. So
what do you love most about competing in this event?
I'm too competitive. I just love the competition.
Nice. Again, that's Stockton White, your 2024 Reserve National Champ in Intermediate Sheep with MSSA. Here with Ellie, a competitor and an official announcer for our live commentator. That's right, commentator for our live video broadcast. Ellie, you just finished the Old Timers round, is what they're calling
run,
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is a new event this year, I guess. Tell us about it.
It's a fun event. Steve put it together, just for the entertainment value, I think, and it's fun, low pressure. We get in there and we have 60, 70 competitors, and our heart's pumping. This is fun. This is just fun.
Excellent. Now, your course for the old timers, you're up on a horse. Normally, you're down on your feet. Strategy-wise, what's different when you're up on a horse?
You know, the horse can help us a little bit, help us push. You know, if you noticed in this competition here, Steve's allowed us to ride through the obstacles, where in the other ones we can't walk through the obstacles, so that gives us an opportunity if you want to hustle your cattle a little bit. You know, I don't know if there's much for strategy. You just kind of watch the cattle and push them where they've got to go. Hope you're in the right place and the dog's in the right place. I missed one out here, probably cost me the win, but you know, you never know.
You've been a long-time participant of this event with Steve and the MSSA. Tell us why you keep coming back and why you like this event.
Well, I'll tell you what, Steve gave us an honor here last year. Kathy and I are the only people who have been here every single finals since they started in Grace, Idaho. We met Steve a few years before that. We've become good friends. The camaraderie in here is just fabulous. You can see through the day. Everybody's cheering for everybody else. You know, all I want to do is go out and do the best I can. I'm very happy when my dog does the best she can. Nobody else has control over that except me. I can't control the other competitors. I want them to do the best they can. I want our dogs to work good. Best man wins. He who makes the least mistakes is going to rise to the top. You know, it's all fun.
Excellent. That's the official commentator for the live video broadcast here for the Mountain State Stock Dog Association National Finals out of California. Elliot, thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you, guys.
Now checking in with the most experienced contestant here at the Mountain State Stock Dog Association Finals. Up on the horse, getting ready for her competition in what's being called the Old Timers round. And Barbara from California, you look great up there, 80 years young. Tell us what motivates you to keep coming out here and participating.
You just got to do it, you know, or I just don't want to sit in my rocking chair and wish I did it. I want to just get out there and do it while I still can, you know.
Tell us the lifestyle that this competition encapsulates for people like yourself that have been in this kind of work for a lifetime.
I used to do the cutting, and then I love the dogs, and I love the cattle, and all the people. The people are wonderful here. I'm not our friends. It's all about friends mostly, and dogs and cows and the horses. So that's what keeps me going.
Well, Barbara, wish you the very best of luck on your run tonight, run today. What are you going to take away from this week's event at the Stock Dog Finals?
Oh gosh, I've never been to Wyoming. It's absolutely beautiful. I'd love to live here, but we're kind of stuck in California.
At 80 years young, that's Barbara just getting ready to compete in the Old Timers. Barbara, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. Thanks, Rocky. Thanks, Cooper. You too, Toby and Jody and Daisy and Sadie and Gracie. Your loyalty means everything to us, which is why we perfected the recipes behind our food and included special support for mobility and immunity. Find premium nutrition near you at nutrinaworld.com/loyallife. Nutrina, what's inside counts.
Just now, Brianna from Logan. The last run that you just had, as of this interview, put you in first place in this class. Tell us how things went.
Well, you know, she ran really well. She was smooth and she listened to her steadies, and that's a really good thing for her because she's very pushy, you know, usually. So I was really happy with her, and just kind of got a good group of sheep, and it was fun. It was really fun.
Tell us how many dogs you have here at the trials this week.
I've got 6 here. 5 are competing. And I've got every age from 9.5 to 2, and I'm really proud of all of them. They just worked their hearts out for me. So
awesome. What have you loved the most about this week in the Stock Dog Trials so far?
You know, just the atmosphere here is world class. You know, any different thing from stock setting to the running orders to it is organized to the nines. Everybody's happy. You know, you can talk to anybody here, and I love the group of people here, and especially like the White family. They all just work from sun up to sundown, and everybody here is just so friendly and nice. So that's what I love the most about you, is just the atmosphere. It's awesome.
Absolutely. The Whites do keep you going, don't they? Yeah, they do. Brianna Henderson from Logan, as of this interview, she's the leader in the sheep class happening right now at the MSSA Finals in Afton.
All right, we got cattle moved around. set in pens, and we're back here with Ray Temple and Striker. Ray Temple coming in. Ray and Striker, 540 points and a total time of 8:26. So in case you were wondering, about 10 seconds ahead of Blaine Morgan and Gus, who is leading our overall, our average right at the moment, with his full point run of 5:02 in 5:02 that was right before this. So Ray coming in, seeing what he can do in this situation. And he's got these guys almost through the fetch here. Coming in about our last 8 dogs here. So we're getting into excitement mode. Things can get shook up really quick, really fast right now. Of those coming in with full point rounds, only had 2 finish so far with full points on this round. That being Blaine Morgan and Gus, and also Mike Bartlett and Cruella. So those 2 sitting in first and second right at the moment. Striker seeing if he can say something about it though. In a nice position though here, off on a nice little trot. Hopefully they don't bleed too far to the right, but nice angles through 3. Trailing out really nicely. This back end calf shutting off right here though. And Ray's got to make a decision of what end he's going to follow right here. Hopefully that bolly calf clear off to our right. Oh, I was hoping should stay a little bit further in. But this calf clear back here by the fetch. Ray's got to come pick her back up. I don't know if Striker, yeah, Striker sees her there. All right, he's around everybody now. Heading them in the same general direction. So needing to come opposite of the way he's going right now. So he's just going to wrap these guys around the end of this panel back towards us. Away, there we go. That one calf just dying. Hopefully he comes back around the edge, and he doesn't. But hopefully he can push him that way right here. Nice job. And hopefully bleeding too far to the right. A little rough right there. There we go. Got him set up a little bit right here again. So this calf gonna trot off right here though. Needing to pick him up, which he does. He's gonna have to turn this other calf and gets that done. And this other calf is one headed left, one headed right. Away command here, gonna kind of scoop him around and in is the plan here. He's got to watch to this left hand. Nice job. But the other calf getting too wide. Too wide to the right. And, ooh. Gonna have to send him keep coming away, but that bolly calf is looking inside, so nice job. Gonna get 3 done. So if Ray can get this done in under 5 minutes, that's going to put him into the lead. These guys headed outside of this wing like normal. I mean, this is a fairly normal position for these cattle to drift into. Sending them around, pick up these other 2. Now not wanting them too far inside. Looking nice right here. If Ray can get them in here, and kind of a tough situation here, and Ray clear out at this end. I am myself not a huge fan of being this far out on it, because if you see that, it's already starting to move those feet backwards on that bolly calf clear back there. And the big deal is if you start turning these calves around, it's a fairly good job for that dog to have to try and keep them moving forward. But then you have to walk clear back here, and your movements are so big. That back calf handling it really well, though, so he should be able to get this done. Nice job for Ray Temple and Stryker. Looking like a 5:07. I think this is going to move him into first in the overall. Nice job coming in big with that situation right there. He's got a total of 810 points now, with a total time all right, so 5 seconds still separating these guys, or 5 seconds now, so 13:33 on his total time, just passing up Blaine Morgan and Gus with a 13:38. So great job for Ray Temple and Stryker. But if you looked up, Ray just stepping out, switching dogs, and he's back in here with Jen. So Ray coming in, total points of 540. Total time of an 8:24. Now, if you want to talk about tight scores here, 2 seconds is all we're talking between him and his other dog, Stryker.
270 and a time of 7:38. That's unofficial second place. Next up, we have number 19, Sarah Jo Dom and JC.
So Ray's got him picked up through the fetch. One Brockle face is getting out to the left. Getting him back around, putting him with the other two. Get these guys picked back up and start heading in the right direction here. One more sneaks off. The other one's going to try and sneak off. And this one's going to run off now. There we go. Got the other one there. Jen's going to come around here on the come by. And all facing the right direction, scooping them in. Not scooping them in, but pushing them in. This one, not so sure if he wants to follow this plan, but getting them there, and Ray's going to step over and cover. That Brockle face calf is off and on his way through too, so nice job there. Coming up on 2 minutes of this next possible 6 minutes. Ray's hoping that he can do it before then. Nice job covering him, but that is going to push this other calf out. And oh, darn it. Gonna have to daylight all these calves back to this side, to our side of the obstacle. That black calf on the right, getting far enough out there, so I'm gonna flank Jen around. And got them all set up for number 3 now. And this Brockle calf really just wanting to draft off any chance he can get. Ray's going to have to just keep an eye on him the whole time and just really plan on him trying to leak out somewhere. But got a good little direction on number 4 right here. Oh, Jen getting too far. Ah, dang it. That one was looking really good, but Jen holding too far on that come by flank and pushing everybody, or the other two. Now keep him going. All right, should have that part. Now send him through. Catch him before he gets around there. Keep coming, keep coming. Now away, and catch that other calf right there. Great job, Ray. One of the better showings there on number 4. And this calf looking straight down the barrel. Ray's gonna have to step in there. Again, I'm still not a big fan, and this calf going too wide. Needs to send him away, get ahead of him, away, not flanking him far enough. There we go. But covering to the wrong side here. Got a calf on the far right-hand side. There we go, got him looking the right direction. Oh, one still just outside of that darn sort panel right there. Getting out in front of it. If those other two calves would hang out there, that would be a great place for them to be for a minute until Jen can get them back and around. Coming up on 1 minute left, and getting too far out there. Ray's gonna have to stop their movement right there. Every time we do this though, the tough part is it just stops them, turns them around, just reinforcing not coming down this alleyway. And again, Ray's clear out in front. He's done this to him a couple of times, and then he steps in here and it halts all that movement right there again. These calves staying there. Jen leaving him right here though to come get this other calf. Ray's flanking him back around to the backside. He's got 15 seconds roughly to get this done. There's Jen right there. Gonna get this one by. Hopefully that's enough movement. Oh, hustle it up. Great job. Looking like a 5:57 for his time. Just getting it done in the nick of time. Let me do a little math right here. So finishing his 3 rounds here, full points 810, and he is going to have a total time of of 14:21 unofficially is what I have got his total time at. So that's not going to be quite fast enough to be able to overtake and put himself into the lead. That is going to put unofficially Ray and Jen sitting at 4th in the overall right at the moment, but Ray still leading, going Ray Temple striker, and then Blaine Morgan and Gus, Mike Bartlett and Cruella, and Ray Temple and Jen in our top 4 overall. Next we got in here coming in 6th, we got Stockton White and my SR Hawk. Seen him earlier here with Rose, so this is going to be his 2nd shot at this. Hawk's been working for him really nice this week, coming in with total points of 540 and a total time of 809. So only about 15 seconds separating him and Ray with Jen as they came in. But let's see, 809, roughly about 18 seconds separating Ray or Stockton and Stryker. There we go, got them through this fetch here. All right, Stockton through the fetch into number 2. Swinging him around. Oh, getting a little inside that obstacle right there. Just kind of watching his dog and forgetting he gets a little shout out from the announcer stand, not announcer stand, the crow's nest, the judge. Holy criminy. All right, watching to the inside of this right here, but on a nice trot, headed to number 3, through 3.
Somebody. There. Walk. Somebody. There. Stand.
He's through 3, headed over here. This is sometimes where some of these guys have lost the grouping on these calves and get a little spread out like this as they've tried to cross drive from that left-hand side of the arena to the right-hand side of the arena. These calves getting a little spaced out right there. Hawk coming around really nicely, coming back together. He's putting them back together and keeping them together, and then he's going to flank around. And this is looking really nice for number 4. Probably one of the better number 4s that we've said. Needing to send him away right here. Watch that black calf. There we go. Nice job, Stockton, covering him over. Probably one of the slicker number 4s that we have seen today. Nice job right there. Coming around with a 240. Coming in number 4 now. Not that we're talking too loud, but a good sitting right at the moment coming to his sort. If Stockton can keep these guys huddled up, one's going to start flaring there to the left, or to the right, sorry. Nice job, though. He's got them put together. Stockton's going to start drifting into that spot. Get inside of his alleyway right there. Wanting to keep, these guys are still moving feet forward, ears facing forward, calmly. Stockton's going to keep some little movements. Step in right there, step out right there, and yeah, buddy, 328 for Stockton. Outstanding run right there. But 328 is going to be pushing him somewhere. I think it's going to put him in second for the round. And let me tell you how he's doing overall right quick, because that will shake up some leaderboard things right now. So Stockton coming in with full points of 810. And holy moly, that is going to put him with an 11:37 total time after 3 rounds. That moves him in first place by almost 2 minutes. That one is going to be tough for a minute. Great job, Stockton and Hawk. Next up, we've got next one up we've got is off DJ Anderson and Jolene, A1 Jolene. So DJ and Jolene had a really nice showing this week in cattle, well, and everywhere. I think he's done great everywhere he's shown. DJ and Stockton in another battle right here. Them in the sheep coming out neck and neck. DJ just barely edging out Stockton in the sheep finals. And we got another battle with him here too. So DJ's also had another dog in here previous, a dog he calls Grace. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure Jolene is also a Grace daughter, so. But DJ coming in. We're getting into these top 5 dogs here. He's got a total time of 7:54.
Come on, there. Go in here.
And full scores of 540. Getting a little bit spread out right here. Getting a little spread out right here with Jolene. I believe DJ finished his first round with wow, my brain is fried today, with Grace. And hoping he can do the same thing here with Jolene and do it in a fairly decent time. So he, as far as him and Stockton compared coming in, total time of 7:54. Stockton, who was leading the overall, his time coming into this round was an 8:09. So he is 17 seconds ahead of Stockton. So a little bit or not much of a breather, or a buffer, or a gap, or a whatever you want to call it,
Come on, get out.
between the two. DJ coming up on 2 minutes and 23 seconds left, or not left, but going in his round. These guys wanting to just kind of turn around in this obstacle for him here. So it's the pressure of what's going on right here. I mean, we're getting into these last 5 dogs. Stockton comes in here and puts down a really good time, pushes everybody a little bit further, and now the pressure comes in here on DJ, because he's got to put down something pretty good, or else it rolls him a ways down the group, and DJ's feeling that pressure. But DJ, as we've seen in the sheep finals, handling it really, really well. And so wanting to do the best he can with what he's got. In through 4. Hanging up right here on the back of this Jolene, needing to get back and pick that calf off of the wall. And away right here. Ooh, this calf hanging in here, darn it. DJ had her off on a come by right there, which was supposed to work. Looking like it was all taken care of, but then that black calf, and that black calf's gonna do the exact same thing right here. Possibly, yes, he does. I was worried about that. DJ getting a little bit long on time here. Still got 2 minutes, but probably not going to be quite pushing the leaderboard at this point. Now he's just trying to get the best standings he can. Got him through 4 right there, and he is headed for his sort. Oh, Jolene getting in between those guys just a little bit right there. Getting these 2 stopped though. And out and around. That Brockle face off to the right is probably going to keep going that way, but she's there to cover it. 1 hanging out back though. Jolene crossing over here, picking these other 2 up. All right. This is a big 1 minute coming up here for DJ. Needing to get these guys pinned and sorted at least in the next minute. He's needing those points. We're looking good right here. DJ's gonna step in and fill his alleyway here. He needs to send 1 through the left first, or out our direction. And 1 there. Hopefully keeping these guys from turning around too much and doing that. That is always the hard part right there. Once you apply that pressure in the back, it is a really hard thing. That calf a lot of times wants to turn around and see what's going on there, and
And unfortunately, DJ is running out of time.
Yeah, so
Oh, shoot.
DJ's going to get all the way in and almost done everything except for 2 calves sorted and a little tough time. Really feeling for DJ right there, but DJ's had a great week. Can't hang his head over that because he's went swinging for the fences and done well. Great job, DJ and Jolene. Okay, on to our number 4 guy coming into this round, Travis Balch and Slim, coming in from Nevada. Travis has had a nice finals here.
So he's coming in 4th place, 540 points with a total time of 7:49. Getting him lined up. That panel actually kind of lined him up perfect to head towards this fetch. Gets him through his fetch nicely, coming to this number 2.
One of the quicker fetch times we've probably seen today too. A nice job just picking them all up, putting them all together, and getting them down here. And looking in this obstacle really nice. So Travis and Slim are coming in. DJ on our last run.
He had one that just snuck out of that number 2. Not really wanting to go, but there he decides, okay, I'll follow the group.
Yeah.
Well, nope, just kidding, maybe not.
He's hanging up just a little bit here. So Stockton and Hawk, our average leader here, chasing that national championship. Looks like Travis is a little head on time on him by about 50 seconds. So it gives him a decent little amount to play with here. So Stockton had a 3:28 in this round. Should be able to run Travis all the way up to about a 3:38 to get this done in order to move him ahead of Stockton in the overall.
These cows are...
So Travis doing a good job. He followed those stock out here, made sure he got to where he wanted to be. These 3 hanging together really nicely on this trot. Hopefully they don't flare too far back, which the one does.
Ah, shoot.
And so needing to pick these guys up. The rough part about this is them getting a little bit trotty, and hopefully they don't get excitable off of that as well. But sometimes once they start getting a little bit trotty, they might pick their heads up a little bit when we start trying to be a little precise with them right here, and we don't want them to really get up-headed at all.
But gets him around.
But looking nice right now. So
Yeah.
off and trotty. Oh, Slim in the wrong spot right here.
Call him back. There you
Needs
go.
it, yeah, get him off here on a come by and pick these guys up.
There he gets him.
Good job, and then he's going to send him come by right there, and doing a great job Oh.
No, that one's snuck
That
to
black
the
one, that was, there's a glare on this
Oh, but there
monitor
he's got it.
right, but the one is still back behind this panel. And Travis needing this one right here
to come
back around somehow, some way. Ooh, wrong direction there. It would have sent him on to come by.
Oh, shoot. So now he's got to...
Got one on the inside or our side of that panel right there, which is not going to help him out. He's going to have to get these guys reset and put them back to the back edge again. Set him on the way here. Get these guys tipped back around. And covering right here, this is going to drag them a lot of times. We've seen this so many times. They turn them around, and then this calf here on the left does not get covered and comes back through that hole, which great job for Travis and Slim. He did get that one picked back up and covered. And he is just about through 4 and needing to get down here and get his sort done. So now 4 minutes left in his round. Again,
they're gonna sneak
roughly, we've seen this all day though in this arena, not just all day, but all for years. For years, the draw of this obstacle, of any obstacle right there, is to pull those guys to the outside edge. Travis running a little bit long, I think, for overtaking the average right here, but needing to finish this and try to sneak himself into a really good position right after.
Oh, we had one that went clear up to the front.
One getting on the other side. Slim having to apply a little bit of pressure right here, and
so we're coming
hopefully
up on
we can kind of zoom out on this camera and kind of see where things are here. We can zoom out on that camera.
So yeah, coming up on that 1 minute mark.
Here we go, I think these calves are off there to the left. Slim's got them. Travis is doing his part, not quite getting, I was gonna say he didn't quite get him up past the wing of that panel, but he's got to be kind of eyeballing this a little bit, because if these calves decide to come down this alleyway, Travis is a long ways away from where he needs to be to sort them.
And they are headed that way.
They are, and he's gonna have to cover some ground.
Oh yeah.
All right, he's getting there, watching his dog the whole time. And again, I'm not a big fan of being this far away on this sort. The movements are so big, and 90% of the time it doesn't get finished, but I know Ray Temple made a liar out of me on this one. And it's gonna run long, and he's just gonna run out of time.
Shoot.
Gosh darn, a little tough luck there for Travis and Slim, and he's not going to quite get his sort finished. But Travis and Slim having a very nice finals. Congratulations to him. Next dog up, Shane Ellingwood and Roxy. We've seen Shane a little earlier can't remember the name of his dog.
They're coming
Shane,
in
third place.
third place with 540 points and a total time of 7 minutes and 31 seconds.
So Shane having himself a really nice week here, getting 2 dogs here into the final round. See what he can get done here with Roxy. Shane coming in with 540 points here, full points on 2 rounds, with a total time of 7:31. So
Ike is his other dog.
Ike, that's right, is his other dog.
Gets him through the fetch. Headed to this number 2.
So each dog, as we move on, giving themselves a little bit of buffer in time when we start talking to Stockton being in head right here. So he is about 39, I think 42 seconds. 42 seconds ahead of Stockton, which
Ahead of
translate.
Oh,
No, he's ahead of Stockton.
I get what you're saying.
So Shane should be able to run himself down to about somewhere around about a 4:10, 4:15, somewhere around in there, to be able to, if he can get it done before then, to put himself in the lead. Now again, the pressure that starts building with this here,
Yeah.
as the round goes on, he's in really good time right now,
got
but
this one.
having a calf that kind of starts drifting, his other 2 just got to the outside edge.
Oh, shoot.
And I don't believe Shane finished the course with his other dog. I might be mistaken. I don't think he did. But all of a sudden you start feeling some old feelings come up from another round. But Shane is doing a good job redoing and keeping ahead of things and just taking care of where he should be. And that's what will win you in the end. That's where... And looking nice into this pen right here, just outside with the red calf. But again, every situation that we've seen here, and I've seen it multiple times for multiple years, always going to draw that way. Another one just coming wide. But Shane is not only really pushing for an overall right here, he's looking for the round too. And hopefully he can step in here. Drifting down this alley a little too far.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I
your
would...
best bet is get yourself, turn your back to that side,
and let him
keep
go.
yourself close so that you can just open up, step across. Because a lot of times that movement becomes really big, but you made a liar out of me, and great job, Shane.
I think he takes the lead for the round too.
Nope, he does not.
He does not?
A 3:21. I think it puts him in second because I think a 3:20 is leading it.
Oh, okay, by 1 second.
Yeah, by 1 second. Great job icing his veins for Shane, coming out and stomping down a run like that. But let me do a little bit of calculating here. So that will put him overall with 810 points, with a combined time of 10:52, which moves him into the lead overall by a little less than about 20,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
about 22 seconds.
Yeah.
Puts him in the lead. Great job, Shane and Roxy, coming in here and throwing that one down.
Okay, we're up to Jennifer Smith.
Jennifer Smith.
She's had a great week. She's coming in number 2. Way to go, Jennifer and Whiskey Girl. She's been so fun to watch. She's coming in with full points in a time of 7:22.
right, so she
they
just to the outside on this fetch. And I'm turned around right here.
Good job, Whiskey.
So Jennifer coming in about 9 seconds ahead of Shane and Roxy. So not a whole lot of breather room right here.
No.
She's going to need to be about a 3:12 or a 3:13. No, hold on. A 3:30.
She has a set of cattle that are wanting to kind of trot, so kind of reining that in a little bit. And also keeping them together.
Yeah, because I'm sure in her mind, if she's not actually done, she probably hasn't exactly done the math, but knowing she's got to be somewhere around that 3:30 mark.
Yeah.
To keep herself or
There
put
she
herself
gets in.
into the lead. And she can look up and see that clock.
Come on.
And the pressure builds.
Come on.
Great job here for Jennifer. Getting him into this number 2 around the corner and out. Now if she can, she needs to get these guys out so that they can get out here with this calf.
Oh, come
Jennifer
on.
calling her back. This one just holding up right here.
But in line
If this
right
Bronco
now.
calf will keep drifting in the right direction, that would be super nice. It looks like it's going long, but turning. Great job. Watch it to the inside.
Oh, nice.
Great job for Jennifer catching these guys up.
Yeah.
Getting them through, picking up a lot of time right there. Just getting to 2 minutes, but
Oh, shoot. That one just
this is,
not wanting to stick with the other two.
and this calf's gonna, now not necessarily terrible right here.
No.
Because in all reality, this might make it a little easier to put them together and drive them back
Just
towards
straight
that.
through that number 4. Sorry about that wind, you guys. It's a little.
I was gonna say the wind just driving them off to the right just a little bit, and this Bronco calf just out and trotting. The white and black calf not keeping up with it.
But they hung out right there, so hopefully
And they did. Hopefully,
could-
away right here, away. But she's gonna come by, I think. This calf getting a little out and trotty and not wanting the pressure necessarily on it. Kind of hoping that Whiskey will come out here and kind of give a shoulder instead of flattening out on that. This calf getting wide, kind of Whiskey flattening out just a bit right there. You kind of seen a little bit. You've wanting her to kind of give a little bit right in that situation and keep this calf a little bit more calm, like she did right there. That black and white calf down there getting a little bit closer, but starting to head off now. Needing to get that black one back over here, and now she needs to come pick up this Bronco face calf again. He's going to trot back past him, and hopefully she can keep Whiskey up with him though and keep those other two going. And come by. Nice job. Come by.
There she gets them.
Give a little bit of ground right there. Come by, come by. That calf just hanging wide again, but she's got the first part here. And these guys getting down the side of the arena again. She's going to have to pick them up and start facing her, heading them back. Coming up on 1 minute left here. Those two dying out and not finishing their way through to clear on that side of the arena. All right, away. There we go. Slowing things down just a little bit here. Got everybody back behind. She's going to weigh her around right here. Hopefully that calf doesn't beat her to that left side, but it doesn't. Now
Coming
come
on
back
about
to a come by.
30 seconds left.
And she should have number 4 finished. And here is the really hard part, is you want to hustle up, but you can't really hustle this.
No.
They're going to come out to that outside edge. Jennifer was there to cover that over. She's got roughly about 10 seconds to try and get this all packed up, and I think she's going to run short of time right here, but Jennifer's not going to give up to the bitter end.
Nope.
Going to keep trying.
Oh, shit.
Just going to run out of time.
Oh, good
Great
job.
finals.
I was gonna
Great
say,
finals for Jennifer and Whiskey.
Might not have went the way she thought, but man, what a good run for her and Whiskey.
Yep. Great job, Jennifer and Whiskey. All right, and then there was one.
Lonely loner at
The lonely loner.
It's always hard when you're the last one to go.
Dwayne and his dog Jess.
They've had a great
Jessie.
week too.
And Dwayne has done a great job on all of his dogs this week. He is coming in leading it 707 with full points is what he's bringing to this round. So he is leading our overall first place dog by a little less than 20 seconds. 24 seconds.
So again, wanting to finish the course.
Yes.
Put up a time.
Yep. No, number one, you've got to complete it. This has got to be completed.
Got to be completed.
It's got to be completed in before under 4 minutes. It's got to be under 4 minutes.
Is what he's shooting for. Okay.
Well, yeah, I can't do the math in this stressful environment, but
it is a stressful environment.
so Shane and Roxy at a 3:21.
3:45.
He's got to be a 3:45
Okay.
is what we're our better sources is telling us. A 3:45 is probably more accurate than what I am saying.
Yeah. I feel like the pressure of just knowing you need to complete the course, like putting the time aside, just knowing you have to complete this course puts so much added pressure.
It does, and again, we've talked about this over in other arenas. So
Yeah.
Dwayne he knows what the situation is. He knows he's probably putting himself at about a 3:30 in his mind.
Yep.
Which is probably on the safer side for him. And he's sitting out there watching this time tick and having to deal with holy crap, my mind is falling apart here, but the unpredictability of stock. You know, I mean, we have stock out here that is totally unpredictable. But if you want to see a dog he's getting a little long on that. Great job, Dwayne, catching that to the come-by side, tipping him around the panel, and he's going to send him away. Now, Dwayne has done a great job this whole time. If you have watched this dog, his dog has stayed in contact with these cattle all time, the whole time. That is why these cattle are shouldered up together. That's why they are together, is because Jess E. has directed this show from the beginning, and Dwayne has done a great job of directing Jessie.
When I believe I got to watch him in sheep as well, and she does a phenomenal job of working sheep as well, keeping them quiet, keeping them moving. So really
great job.
cool
I was going to say I would keep Jessie up right there.
Yeah.
We want Jessie up on her feet and raiding these cattle the whole way into this pen.
Say keep him at that forward movement.
That's right. We want forward movement the whole time. Now, I know this camera's a long ways away, but Dwayne is a big guy. Dwayne is going to have to get in here and make himself small.
Yep, there he goes.
Turn his back. Right there. Step through. Send through. Step through.
Yeah.
Look at Dwayne.
Nice
Look at Dwayne.
Job.
Yes.
Woo! 333.
Now Dwayne coming out with some ice in his veins and slapping down a 332.
Holy cow.
Hello, people. I believe that should be your national champion intermediate
and
cattle
look at that
right there.
Run. You should be so excited. That was
Unofficially.
Just unofficially. Yeah, we're all always unofficial, but great job. What a pretty run. The cattle, there was not a bobble. He kept them moving. Jess kept them moving. Holy cow. That was awesome.
If you take the aspects that we have talked about through this whole thing, Jess stayed on her feet. Jess stayed in contact with those cattle, and that is what kept those cattle together.
Yep.
We've seen other runs where they've kind of spread. They've kind of, there's different things that have went on, but Jess directed that whole show, and Dwayne directed Jess, and they slapped it down and put in a championship-looking performance.
Oh,
so
yeah, for sure.
Couldn't be happier for Dwayne. He's probably going to be singing a little louder tonight. So unofficially, that's going to put him at a 10:39 and should make him the intermediate cattle national champion. So Dwayne Hayes, welcome to the open handlers division.
For the round.
And on the reserve champion side is unofficially looking Shane and Roxy, coming in with a full points of 810 and a total time 10:52. And right off the heels of Shane is Stockton, White, and Hawk, full points 810 in a time of 11:37. Following Stockton for fourth place should be Ray Temple and Stryker, full points in a time of 13:33. And rounding out your top five would be Blaine Morgan and Gus with a total time of 13:38. And just because we can't leave him out, that finishes out Mike Bartlett and Cruella with a total time of 14:13, which will be your sixth overall. And then Ray Temple and Jen with a 14:21 to be your seventh. So we had 7 total completed rounds in the intermediate division with Dwayne and Jess
and Trevor,
unofficially your national champions.
Yes, and Trevor Motichka and Storm will take the round.
Yes, Trevor Motichka and Storm pulling out the championship round for the win.
Very
Congratulations to all those guys. What a great round of cattle in the intermediate division.
Yep. So we still have open going on. So if you want to jump on to the Loyal Life Arena, we are just finishing up the open final round, and we will be crowning a national champion from there in just a little bit. So thanks for joining us.